Leeds United bombshell news, transfer shock, midfield masterstroke and defensive disaster. The Whites are facing a Premier League storm. Hey there Whites faithful, can you feel that Premier League electricity in the air? Our beloved Leeds are back where they belong, but hold on to your seats because we've got some explosive news that's about to rock Elland Road to its very foundations. Our promotion party might be getting crashed by some serious behind-the-scenes drama that could make or break our season before it even begins. A veteran striker with a troubling injury history is being lined up as our potential savior. A powerhouse midfielder who seemed destined for Elland Road might have just had his head turned. And one of our absolute heroes from the promotion campaign is secretly packing his bags for a European giant. The gaffer Daniel Farke is playing 4D chess in the transfer market, but is he making the right moves or setting us up for Premier League heartbreak? Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let's dive into this roller coaster of emotions because the next few minutes could change everything you thought about our chances next season. Trust me, you'll want to stick around until the very end because the first bombshell is about to drop, and it involves a Premier League veteran who could either be our golden ticket to survival or the biggest transfer disaster in recent Leeds history. Transfer shocker, Farke eyes injury prone, veteran as Premier League saviour. The first bombshell has just dropped, and it's left the Whites faithful speechless. Daniel Farke is targeting none other than Callum Wilson to lead our attack in the Premier League next season. Yes, the 33-year-old Newcastle United striker with 88 Premier League goals to his name could soon be wearing the famous white shirt at Elland Road, but here's where things get controversial. Wilson hasn't scored a single goal this season, and his $110,000 per week wages would make him one of our highest earners if the 49ers pull the trigger on this free transfer. His injury record reads like a medical encyclopedia, and many fans are already in absolute meltdown at the prospect of pinning our Premier League survival hopes on a striker whose best days might be behind him. Announced relegation is already trending among some sections of the fan base as the news breaks. Are we seriously considering bringing in a striker who can barely stay fit for a month when the Premier League sharks are circling? The 49ers ownership seems to be targeting Premier League experience at all costs, with Farke reportedly seeing Wilson as either our main striker or a backup option. But is this the kind of experience we need, or are we just signing a big name to appease the fan base? While Wilson's goal record is undeniable when he's actually on the pitch, the question every Leeds fan is asking, how many games will he actually play? Are we signing a lethal finisher or just an expensive medical room occupant? Just when you thought this transfer bombshell was enough to process, wait until you hear about the midfield maestro we've been chasing all summer who's just had a shocking change of heart that could leave Farke scrambling for alternatives. Midfield masterclass, hammer blow or brilliant dodge? Just when Leeds fans thought they had their midfield enforcer locked down, a bombshell conversation has changed everything. Thomas Souček, the towering Czech midfielder from West Ham who seemed destined for Elland Road, has dropped a massive revelation that sent shockwaves through Yorkshire. After being frozen out by Graham Potter and seemingly heading for the London Stadium exit door with Leeds and Everton battling for his signature, Souček has had a dramatic heart-to-heart with his manager that's turned everything upside down. He wants to use me in many positions, and I like that, Souček revealed in an explosive interview with Sky Sports that's left Leeds fans stunned. I want to be flexible, I can play deep and I can play higher, that's my style. What I love about football and being a midfielder is when they can rotate all over the pitch. This bombshell comes after weeks of reports that the 30-year-old midfielder was odds-on to join either Leeds or Everton, with Potter having increasing doubts about his energy levels in midfield as the Hammers boss looks to overhaul his squad. The 6'4" midfield powerhouse, who has bagged an impressive 9 goals this season, despite his limited playing time, seemed the perfect solution to add Premier League experience and aerial dominance to Farke's newly promoted side. With his ability to dominate both boxes, Souček represented exactly the kind of battle-hardened Premier League veteran our young squad desperately needs. But in one private conversation, Potter appears to have completely changed his stance, leaving Leeds and Daniel Farke potentially empty-handed in their pursuit, with PSR restrictions still looming large over West Ham. Is this just Potter playing hardball to drive up the price? Or has Souček genuinely fought his way back into West Ham's plans? Farke must now be frantically working the phones to identify alternatives, but time is running short and quality midfield enforcers don't grow on trees. And if you thought this midfield drama was bad, wait until you hear the devastating news about one of our promotion heroes who's about to break white hearts across Yorkshire. Defensive disaster. Fan favourite secretly offered to European giants absolute bombshell. In news that sent shockwaves through Elland Road, our title-winning hero, Junior Firpo, has been secretly offered to multiple European giants behind the club's back. The Dominican left-back, who was instrumental in our championship triumph with an incredible 10 assists and 4 goals from defense, could be on his way out just as we return to the Premier League. According to explosive reports from Corriere dello Sport, Firpo's agent has been busy behind the scenes, meeting with Lazio's sporting director, Angelo Mariano Fabiani, as recently as Thursday. But the Italian club isn't alone in the hunt. AC Milan, Atletico Madrid, and even a sensational return to Barcelona are all on the cards for our defensive star. The timing couldn't be more devastating for the Whites faithful. After watching Firpo transform from Premier League struggler to Championship dominator under Farke's guidance, many fans believed he would be one of our key players in the top flight next season. His marauding runs down the left flank became a cornerstone of our promotion-winning formula, and his partnership with our wingers produced some of the most breathtaking football seen at Elland Road in years. With his contract expiring in June, Leeds are now in a desperate race against time to convince Firpo to stay, but the allure of Champions League football with clubs like Barcelona or Atletico Madrid might prove too strong to resist. This news delivers a crushing blow to Farke's Premier League preparations, potentially forcing the club to divert precious transfer funds toward finding a replacement for a player many thought would be leading our charge next season. The reports claim Firpo is collecting offers from across Europe, suggesting his departure is all but certain. Is this the thanks we get for revitalizing his career? After standing by him through difficult times and watching him blossom into a fan favorite, are we about to see him walk away just as we need him most? The Whites at a crossroads. Your voice matters now. Whites faithful, what a roller coaster of emotions we've just been through. Our Premier League return is already being tested with these 3 massive storylines that could reshape our entire season before a ball is even kicked. An aging, injury-prone striker in Callum Wilson, potentially leading our line, the midfield enforcer Thomas Souček we desperately needed slipping through our fingers after a shock heart-to-heart with Potter, and our championship hero, Junior Firpo, secretly plotting an exit to European giants. It's enough to give any Leeds fan sleepless nights. The question now is, which of these 3 bombshells worries you the most? Is Farke making a catastrophic mistake by targeting Wilson? Should we be throwing everything at convincing Souček to reject Potter's sweet talk? Or is keeping Firpo at Elland Road the absolute priority before Premier League kickoff? This is what being back in the big time is all about, Whites. The drama, the heartbreak, the hope. This is Leeds United in the Premier League. Smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let us know in the comments what you think Farke and the 49ers should do next.